find yourself every day wanting anything sugary in the morning, like your favorite mocha, chocolate milk with juice, candy bar, or even energy drink? If you struggle or are just now noticing you have a problem and need to be a little bit more educated on sugar addiction, listen here. I myself have been addicted to sugar, as well as my husband, and can tell you it is an addiction, although some may disagree. Now, according to the website Healthline by authors Anna and Corinne, they too agree sugar is an addiction because and are linked together because when you eat sugar, dopamine and opioids are released and give you that happy feeling. Today, I will discuss I and my husband's addiction to sugar, the risks and withdrawal symptoms, and how addictive sugar is as other drugs. I, as a kid, never really drank water. I didn't even know our bodies needed water because I was never told this by my parents or anyone. All while I was growing up in a Hispanic family, I was always offered milk and juice, which might be a Hispanic thing because we joke about our parents having Tampico juice in the fridge all the time and giving us that, which has so much sugar in it. Furthermore, as I became an adult living on my own, I would buy the big gallons of juice, and I would always buy my favorite, Welch's juice, which I couldn't go a day without drinking the whole thing. So every day I would need to drink a whole gallon of juice, which is so much for me. According to website by author Michelle Freitas, I was getting more sugar intake than I should have. The article stated that the American Heart Association recommends on average women be ingesting no more than 6 teaspoons um, a day, which is 30 grams, and men no more than 9 teaspoons a day, which is 45 grams. But unfortunately and unbelievably, people are consuming 20 teaspoons a day, which is 100 grams. The symptoms I had when I went 1 to 2 days without Welch's juice was headaches, insomnia. I would shake. I'd feel very sluggish and um, very grumpy at times. According to a website called Healthline again by Anna and Kumar, drugs have side effects of changing brain activity and chemistry that causes excessive eating, feeding, and withdrawal, as with sugar addiction. But that sugar may be an even harder habit to break than quitting drugs. For me, this is true because I still am trying to wean off of sugar, but it's so hard when during the holidays and birthday parties, family gatherings, there's always sugar available on the tables. So it's hard to resist, especially when your body is fiending for it, as in drug addiction. My husband, on the other hand, he is addicted to energy drinks. And I mean, one day he was trying to quit. He had gone 3 days without an energy drink, but he thought to make himself feel better and not have withdrawal symptoms that he would get another energy drink. His symptoms were the same as mine, with the shaking, headaches, and sleepiness and nausea, and even being grumpy. He felt so sick, the only way he thought he was going to get relief was another energy drink. Just like with addiction with drugs, this showed me how sugar has the same effects. This explains why, according to Healthline's website again, that studies show every time we eat sweets, we are reinforcing those neural pathways, causing the brain to become increasingly hardwired to crave sugar, building up a tolerance, just like any other drug. Some health risks associated with increased sugar intake is obesity, tooth decay, addictive behavior, hypertension, which is high blood pressure, depression, headaches, and fatigue. This explains why I had high blood pressure since a young age of 20, being that I'm not overweight though. Furthermore, the withdrawal symptoms of sugar addiction are exactly what me and my husband experience. The insomnia, feeling sluggish, getting sick all the time, skin breakouts, cavities, and thirst due to dehydration, due to all the sugar that you're inputting into your body to make up for all the sugar consumed. You need a lot of water. Some may disagree sugar is an addiction. Health psychologist and author Tracy believes sugar is not an addiction. A simplified explanation on her intake of why sugar does not have the same effects as heroin is because she found that all study of rats of neuroimaging do not even conclude food sugar addictions. Although, if this were true, why does an article from website Healthline state otherwise, explaining how rats were tested and fed Oreo cookies, proving that the rats showed an increase in pleasurable brain activity than cocaine did? In conclusion, I hope you enjoyed I and my husband's journey of dealing with sugar addiction, learned a little bit about the risks associated with increased sugar intake and withdrawal symptoms, just how addictive sugar is to any other drug. I'm glad I got to share I and my husband's addiction and made more people aware of this addiction that most people aren't aware of or just don't care to see it's a problem. If you're starting to turn the wheels in your head and thinking hard if you're addicted to sugar, just try to water down your juices. Try eating one candy bar once every other day. And remember, it's okay to have sugar, just in small amounts. Now, I'm off to eat that cupcake that's waiting for me after talking about all this sugar.